I mean, I'm just trying to find out because what I do in my personal life is my personal life.
Correct.
And what someone else does in their personal life is their personal life.
Don't be doing all that. And I don't know because he's a man, but he don't be doing all the extra fine out stuff with him.
I seen him something on something. He look like a bum.
What?
He was looking like a bum, act like he ain't shaved in months.
Oh yeah, I seen it too.
There's no way this man is broke. There's no way.
Yeah.
If he is, I don't know where the money went to.
Exactly.
You know what? Yeah, what y'all say earlier?
He ran up $1 billion.
I mean, I'm just trying to find out because what I do in my personal life is my personal life, correct, and what someone else does in their personal life is their personal life. Don't be doing all that, and I don't know cause he's a man, but he don't be doing all extra falling out stuff with him. I seen him something on something, he looked like a bum. What he looked like a bum, act like he ain't saved in months. I seen it too. There's no way this man too, there's no way. Yeah, if he is, I don't know where the money went to exactly. You know what y'all say earlier, he ran up $1 billion. Floyd Mayweather's daughter has joined Shannon Sharpe in questioning Floyd's current financial issues. Shannon Sharpe recently lit the fuse on Undisputed. The Hall of Fame tight end and no-nonsense sports analyst called out Floyd Mayweather's paradoxical relationship with money and debt. Not allowed. We saw other great. Joe Louis had this problem. He did. Jugger Robinson had to come out of retirement in 55 to settle. Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before, Sharpe said on air, referencing the boxer's previous $6 million IRS debt. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. You got bales and bales of money, you big ballin', and you won't cut the people their money. Sharpe's tone wasn't speculative, it was a direct blow to Mayweather's carefully curated image of untouchable wealth. What sparked this latest scrutiny was Floyd's attempt to get a reprieve from the IRS for a tax bill stemming from 2015 all the way to his gym collapsing from unpaid staff and multiple reports of his massive debts this year. Not allowed. We saw other great. Joe Louis had this problem. He did. Sugar Ray Robinson had to come out of retirement in 55 to settle a debt with the IRS, and even Mike Tyson. But what's so disappointing with me, Skip, Floyd Mayweather has gone through this before. What is it that you don't get? And I'm even more disappointed because you're on Instagram and on Twitter flaunting your opulence. According to legal documents, Mayweather claims he has substantial assets but that they are restricted and primarily illiquid. His legal team added that he expects a significant liquidity event in the next 60 days to cover what he owes, and then came Yahya Mayweather. Floyd's eldest daughter recently took to Instagram and added her own twist to the narrative. On the surface it may have seemed like a flex, a celebration of her father's daring independence, but what it actually did was reinforce what Sharpe and others in the sport have started to wonder. Was it all just smoke and mirrors? In her Instagram story, Yahya talked about Floyd's decision to buy himself out of his top-ranked contract in 2006 for $750. I bought myself out of my contract for $750,000 and then made $750 million from 3 fights. She quoted him. Canelo, Pacquiao, McGregor, these were the monsters that made Mayweather supposedly richer than any fighter before him. Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum. So anyone you know, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying? But the way she framed it, the tone, the timing, it didn't come off like she was celebrating stability, it came off like she was revealing the truth. Floyd never built wealth in the traditional sense. To Yahya, her dad placed bets, calculated massive bets on himself, and yes, he won over and over again, but now when the winning has stopped and the show has slowed down, the structure is shaking. To many, Floyd Mayweather never owned a financial machine, he was the machine, and that machine was only profitable as long as it was fighting, flexing, and moving money in and out like a casino. He's telling people that he's not sure he wants to fight anymore, and I think he's saying what he really believes. That doesn't mean that he won't fight. See, so I had lunch with some guy who knows Floyd. He's not that he's in the inner circle, but he knows, and he said Floyd only likes to fight and wants to fight when he's broke. If he has money, you don't want to fight. His real estate investments, his strip clubs, his car collection have all been seen as part of a larger illusion, and nothing about Floyd's empire was stable in the long term. And Yahya's subtle reminder, the gamble that became his brand, was a quiet admission that it all began with a risk, not a plan, not a legacy. A bet. He owes a bunch of gambling debts. Floyd, okay, and he tried to plant fake news out here saying that he was in downtown LA giving out money, and then he was at the what do you call it? Leonard Ellerbe, Mayweather's longtime business partner and former CEO of Mayweather Promotions, was recently said to have leaked financial documents showing that Floyd may have mounting debts. Surprise at all, it's money. Mayweather, it's who he is. I've always thought that he's a horrible person, and this is every bit of people don't. While those documents haven't been independently verified or distributed, they've added fuel to the already burning fire. Whispers of debt, illiquidity, overextended assets, they all point in one direction, but you have to stop Embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard, I know life is expensive, but come on dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this, and it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami and many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing there are also reports suggesting that Floyd's lifestyle hasn't slowed down. He still flaunts cash stacks like trophies, still travels like royalty, still gives interviews where he boasts about making 7 figures monthly from investments. But where are these investments? Are they tangible, sustainable, or are they wrapped up in vanity ventures and high-maintenance assets that can't be flipped when the debts come knocking? Now did Logan ever get paid with the situation with Floyd Mayweather? No, not yet. Floyd Mayweather's broke. You know, that's what a lot of people don't realize. Sharpe's not buying it. It looks to me like a major driving force, he said, of Mayweather's urge to fight Conor McGregor back in 2017. I always thought it was Conor that wanted the fight. Mayweather wanted the big payday. Deep down, Floyd needed this payday because he's got to settle a score. That score wasn't just about proving boxing supremacy, it was about staying afloat. The thing about a man like Floyd is that he doesn't settle for normally. He's either on top of the world or clawing back to it, and in that wild pursuit of greatness, normal wealth management rules don't apply. You don't stash cash when you're riding private jets and placing $100,000 bets on college basketball games. You don't slow down when your image depends on appearing untouchable. But the truth is, catching up industry, we're going to puppeteer you however we want. Hop on for the ride and shut up. Instead of shutting up, I make fun of him on social media and let everyone know that he doesn't have any money. I kind of joke and I'm facetious and I point the finger at Floyd. Well, I don't know if it's his fault, maybe a little bit, but something tells me Floyd doesn't control where the money goes, or maybe he does, I don't know, and I don't really care. I just want my money. The documents, the petitions, the cryptic social media posts, even Yaya's nostalgic call back to the moment Floyd gambled it all. They're all small flashes of reality peeking through the velvet curtain. It's not just a man with money problems, it's a man whose entire legend was built on making massive moves with massive risk, and now the clock is ticking. Floyd Mayweather also can't seem to shake former friend, now nemesis 50 Cent. No matter what, the pair have been beefing ever since their public fallout in 2012. So the story goes, when Mayweather was in prison, 50 was tasked with helping Mayweather Promotions. According to him, he invested close to $2 million in the company to help keep it running. When Mayweather came out of prison, the rapper felt the 50-0 boxer owed him the money. However, Mayweather disagreed with 50 Cent's assertion since he hadn't explicitly asked the rapper to invest in the promotion. This started off their feud, which is well and alive to this day, and it appears in the latest exchange between the two. 50 is haunting Mayweather because of a recent statement he made. So the money's really gone. Yeah, that's what you think. It's __. Get the money, spend the money, __. All that money it took in 2 years. So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like I don't even want to talk about like within lifestyle that money is gone. Trust me, now it's like you call him, he'll be at your your local hosting in a nightclub cause you need that action right now. Do you think you should step back in the ring? Just recently a series of reports came out about Floyd Mayweather suggesting he went on a shopping spree in the New York real estate market. Millions of dollars, apartments and commercial space were involved. Overall, it seemed like something the richest boxer in the world would do. He even moved his residence to New York to see it through. Fast forward a few months, Mayweather appeared on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. I don't know the exact number I own right now, somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. I think 99% of my buildings are in New York City, he admitted during the show. Catching 50 Cents, I one of the best investments that I did was New York real estate. So it started off with 7 figures and I was getting a certain amount of money every month when I first gave him $5 million.